This is fun, right? I mean, I shouldn't be dating somebody since I'm literally afraid to check my ATM balance, but...
My name is Jorge Garcia Castro. I am from Mexico, and I am a producer.
And each time, I feel like I can just walk away. Everything feels so black and white. And then I'm drawn back into my routine where I've been hiding my entire life.
I have a finance background and strategy background, so I started as a consultant, specifically when DVD was going away and where the new revenue is going to come from. So I started working a lot of that for entertainment companies. Eventually, I shifted to one of my clients, who was Disney. While I was doing that role, I saw a few opportunities presented themselves in the production side, so I started doing internal production consulting.
It just feels like it's all going in the wrong direction.
And then the days turn into night, then back to day.
So there were a lot of changes happening when I was there. Disney wanted only to focus on China and India, and like Latin America didn't really make sense anymore. And I decided it was time for me to find my own way. And the opportunity to produce a Teleton USA presented itself, so I thought that was the perfect time for me to leave. Fortunately, it was very successful, and that shifted for me to start my own production company. I created two production companies. One we called Altered LA, where we focus a lot on doing commercials, mainly for the US Hispanic market. And Two Friends Media, which is our production arm for features on TV. The first movie that we actually did as a company, we just premiered in April at Tribeca, called In a Relationship with Emma Roberts and Michael Angarano. And it had great reviews, and we're very happy with it. So hopefully, everybody will be able to see it this fall.
Well, we're lucky you're not single. I don't want to be single. I mean, like, I do, but I don't.
We're a little different than other independent companies because we don't necessarily focus on, we need a tax rebate, although that makes it a lot easier for us to finance the movie. But if it doesn't make sense creatively, we're not going to do it. One of our missions is that we are going to protect the director's vision at all costs, and we're going to make the director's movie, and that's what we strive for. If it makes sense to shoot it in Mexico, we're going to shoot it in Mexico. If it makes sense to shoot it here in LA, we're going to shoot it here in LA. I focused a lot on comedy, just because there's a hole in the market right now where we're either seeing like the Marvel movies, $200 million movies that are on theaters, and the American Pies of the 90s, those movies are not necessarily getting made a lot. So we saw a niche there, and that's why we've focused mainly on comedies now, but that's not necessarily all we're doing.
Are you guys actually dating? Yeah? I mean, yeah, definitely. Does she know that?
I think the finance background that I have, I believe it helps me because I understand how financiers think, right? And I understand how the finance structure should be. So I feel like I'm able to speak in both languages. So I can go to a financier, I can go to a distributor, and I can speak their language in terms of what the financials are, what the recoupment model is, what the distribution fees are, should be. So I feel like I can talk that way. And then on this side, it helps me talk creatively with the directors, with the talent, with the writers, and I can also speak to why we have to, compromise certain things, or we have to put the money in certain places and kind of like risk other places to make the movie work. And so I feel like I can talk both worlds.
I feel like when you meet someone, you know if you're gonna love them or not.
What, you went straight into we're married?
Yeah.
Of course you did.